Hello everyone, and welcome to another episode of Peralta's Played. We are back for the month of November. Almost lost the month there for a second. So we're nearing the end of the year, and I've got to be honest, this was a poorer showing than last month, but we've got a few things to go through, a few things to discuss, and then a few things to look at as well. So first off, let's look at what we've played and what we finished this month. The same day that I did our last Peralta's Played episode, we actually did play Batman Arkham Asylum. And I actually really enjoyed going back to Batman. I've played it before. I've played Arkham before. But I wanted to pick it back up. It was meant to be like a Halloween-themed-esque stream. Was it that? Maybe not. But a lot of people were contentious on that. A lot of people weren't happy that I wasn't playing a horror game. But Jaybird, I can't do a shelf tour during my podcast. I can't do a shelf tour during my podcast, Jaybird. What do you want to see? What do you want to see, Jaybird? See, this is what sometimes happens. Sometimes someone will come along and be a rogue element. Okay, Jaybird, what do you want to see? What do you want to see? What do you want to look at? What do you want me to pull from the shelf? Anything you see. We'll do it. This is sometimes what happens when you're doing stuff live. Show me my options. Well, I can only show you half of it because of the way the camera's set up today. But there's the other half. Pick the best WoW item. The best WoW item. Don't look at these. Feels fortunate as I just opened, I just did my tarot card on Lily's server, which those of you who don't know, Lily and I played Gears of War together recently. I'll show you guys in a bit. But yeah, so my tarot cards from Agatha all along, which are pretty nice actually. There's the back. Actually, they're all based on the show, so you've got some nice art in there. Give me a tarot reading. I don't know how to do that, if I'm being completely honest. But they're really nice cards. This is not what I expected to be doing on Peralta's Played, but this is what you get. This is the content you get. And I'm not stopping recording because I'll have to start all over again. Just because one has the item doesn't mean one knows how to use it. Pick me a random card. Okay, right, okay. Let me shuffle a bit for you, man. And then we'll read what that says in the book, because I have the little guide here. Okay. Shuffle thinking of me and pick. This is what happens sometimes, guys. Okay, right. So we've got the Four of Pentacles. Let's see what that is. Not in a weird way. No, I think you didn't mean in a weird way. A second. Pentacles. Right. Agatha's locket sits in the palm of her open hand. Though the locket is closed, you can assume that something precious is stored inside by her fierce protection of it. In fact, this small piece of jewelry is one of the few things that Agatha has proven to be attached to, even some may argue more so than to her fellow coven members. This card implies that your recent decisions have been made from a place of fear. There's an air of stinginess or perhaps an over-reliance on material possessions to your current situation. Remember, self-preservation is powerful. Selfishness is a waste of your resources. Remember not to be selfish, Jaybird. Remember not to be selfish, okay? You finally got your shelf tour, Jaybird. How do you feel? And a tarot reading to boot. I think you've been very lucky today, Jaybird. Apart from, maybe you're being selfish at the moment. Are you being selfish, Jaybird? Do we need to talk about it? I hate this bit of hair. It's doing my head in. Stay in place. Does that feel accurate, Jaybird? Can you draw anything from that? I'm going to put this back on the shelf quick. It actually is fraying, which is a little bit annoying. Besides, I've only recently got this as well. It's a shame, but it is what it is. Mass-produced shit. No, I'm kidding. Kidding. Only slightly. Only slightly kidding. But kidding all the same. Anyway, we're going to go back to the thing we're meant to be doing, which is Peralta's played. For those who are out with Lily's family, but here, get my streak. I don't want you streaking on my stream, Nate. Save that for later. No, that sounds wrong. Didn't mean it like that. Don't save it for later. Right, so yes, where were we? Batman. A lot of people were contentious as to whether that was valid for everyone else does. Okay. Whether that was a valid Halloween stream. I personally think it was, and I had a lot of fun, and we will go back to that eventually. Outside of that, Gears of War, which I was just talking about, we played the full game in 2 sessions, Lily and I. There's the extended versions and the normal versions of both available, and really enjoyed that. We're going to be playing the other ones at some point. We had intended to do 2 a little bit sooner, but things got in the way, so we'll be doing that at some point. We'll keep an eye out for that. Nate is a non-streaker. We'll get back to it eventually. That's kind of my catchphrase. One thing I will say though is we finished Dispatch. Dispatch is finished. It helped that it was like paced to where you kind of had to feel like you were going to finish it, but we did it. Yeah. So that's the big tick. Ding. So like Gears of War, tick. Dispatch, tick. And then Halo. We played all of Halo Reach. We did it in 3 sittings. Pretty close together, actually. I love those thumbnails. They're some of my favorite thumbnails I've done. And yeah, really enjoyed that. Not my favorite Halo game, but I still did enjoy it. And I'll show you guys for the list, of course. Halo seems to be a big feature at the moment in every month for the past 4 months. So I'm sure that'll continue. Rivals dropped season 5, and again, some of my favorite thumbnails I've done. So I like to talk about my content progression as well, and I feel like I'm getting better at thumbnails. I hope, I pray. So yeah, really liking these and really enjoying season 5. It feels like a big refresh for the game, and they're currently doing this first year anniversary. I haven't really covered it because I didn't feel like there was anything that needed to be like recovered that someone else hasn't already done, or it wasn't even just me playing the game. So which I've already done here. So I feel like I've been kind of maybe tapped out for the season 5 until 5.5, but we'll get back to it. Obviously, this time definitely get back to it because I've took the 12th off, which is the date that Rogue will be releasing into the game. So you guys can expect some content for Rivals. Then we played a little bit more SWTOR, again, something we need to continue on with. And and Tate is going to mock me on this, but we've been playing more Pokemon and we have gotten a lot closer to the end now. Last night, we got essentially to what is the big fight, I believe. So we are going to be doing that after this. We're going to be trying to finish Pokemon Legends Zia. So I'm basically adding that to the list. Tate is going to disagree with me, but boop. Boop. It's ticked. It's done. It's done. I've decided. Then has to catch them all. Yeah, but if you finish yes, there's the end game afterwards. But my criteria for finishing a game has always been, and it's in my Discord. 1 second, it's in the PCU log where I keep everything. It says at the top. It says, oh no, it doesn't. It used to. It used to say basically it's about the main story of the game. If you finish the main story, it's not about completionism. It's about the main story. So I can add it to the list then. Tick. It's basically done. Sorry, that's how it works. What happened to Peralta's takeoff? You have to catch them all to finish the game. To finish the game, yes, but not to finish the main story, which is how things. No. You're getting it confused. You're getting it confused. To finish the game, arguably yes. To finish it for my list, no, because my list has always been about finishing the main story. It's completely different. Completely different. And then we played Enshrouded for a little bit as well. Now. I had a lot of computer issues with it, actually. We got it working in the end. But essentially, I enjoyed it. I want to play some more at some point. But I'm being distracted by chat. It's distracting me, so that's why it sounds like I can't put a sentence together. PP is explaining why he doesn't finish games. Pokemon is done when you beat the final boss. Oh, here we go. But yeah, they made me play Enshrouded, so I enjoyed it. Will I go back to it anytime soon? Yes, I probably will play a little bit more. I don't know if I'm going to play it on stream though, but it was fun to try, and it was fun to have a go of a different game. And then Halo Wars, we started Halo Wars. I really enjoyed it up until the 4th mission, which I had a bit of frustration with, but we got through that as well. We'll be going back to that probably very imminently, actually. That's the intent. Yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to getting through more of that. I'm enjoying the story of it, and I'm enjoying that it's a different type of Halo experience, but it's still Halo at its core. So I'm really enjoying that as well. Now, I want to discuss some other things that have been going on, and this is going to steal, but I want to discuss some of the things that have been going on content-wise and with me, etc. So first off, I'm just opening my channel for this. Sorry, that's why I'm looking off to into the middle distance. I want to talk about. So we have some trailers to watch and stuff, not like crazy amounts, but some. Now, I want to talk about first Arc Raiders. It's a game that came out this month. It's a game I've been enjoying, but I want to talk about it from an AI perspective. I'm not super happy with the AI usage in the game, but I did already buy it. Now, I have a little bit of a statement about this. I'm going to read it. This was brought to me by Nate because I didn't realize at the time. But I think it's worth mentioning, and then we'll discuss AI in general. So this is from my Discord, where I posted a little bit of a statement on this. Bit of a weird one, but I've just been alerted to the fact that Arc Raiders uses AI to generate voice lines in the game. It's a little bit nuanced, but I think it's worth saying for me that I really don't advocate it, and more to the point, I've elected as such not to cover the game at all. There'll be one exception for this because I want to discuss on the next episode of Peralta's Played, because I think it's important. It's an important lesson for me, but maybe others too. I'll be fully clear, because the time has ended for me to refund the game, I am likely to still play it, as it is a sound game beneath the issue, but I'm not happy about the above and will be both vocal about it at every turn. And I have discussed this with many people and tried to inform people of that before they've made a decision regarding the game going forward. I've obviously already bought it. There's nothing I can do about it now. My support is already basically locked in this decision. But there's been other games that have been doing it as well. There's Where Winds Meet. There's the new Call of Duty has been using AI for some of its nameplates and stuff. And there's also Jump Space, which Tater and I tried for a little bit, but you could tell that AI had been used. Now, there's nuance to all this. There's nuance. Is it acceptable to use AI as a placeholder for a person to do that down the road? Is it acceptable if someone has signed a contract for that? Morally, maybe not. Legally, yes. I still think there's the environmental issue to consider in all this. You know, the amount of AI that's been churned out by a company. Is there other potential uses of AI? For example, and Elgato are now giving this software where you can use AI to basically mute all the background noise. Is that stealing anyone's job? No, because there's always been an intent for AI, well, not AI, but a technology to help improve the quality of something that someone's already doing in a sense that won't take away the creativity of the person. That one I can agree with, or maybe accept. But when it's taking away creativity or taking away a job from someone, I'm concerned about that. So Arc Raiders, I don't love that they're doing that. Where Winds Meet, don't love that they're using AI too, and Call of Duty, I think, is actually really bad because they're just basically, there's no person involved in that. They've made AI generated nameplates, which isn't great. Yeah, I don't love it. Is it the way gaming's going? Probably. Is this a losing fight? Probably. But I will, as much as I can, avoid this for as long as I can. You know, eventually there's probably going to be a day where every game has some sort of AI like this in it. Can we avoid that? Probably not. But I'm gonna try my best as much as I can. But I think the thing I take away from this for a lot of people is that you need to kind of start looking. If you care about this stuff, you need to start looking and seeing if AI is in these games that you're buying, especially if they're from a lesser known studio or a up and coming studio or anything like that, because these guys haven't got their boot in the door, so they're going to use AI to kind of facilitate, and that's a lot of people's argument. But Arc Raiders is good pew. It is fundamentally Arc Raiders is a very good game, and I've been enjoying it. I have been enjoying it, and I can't, and that's what frustrates me about the voice line stuff, because I would love to have covered that game. I actually would really enjoy covering that game. And just playing it and kind of messing around with people on stream and stuff. But I don't feel I can, because it goes against something that I principally disagree with, which is those voice actors, yes, they signed a contract, but is there a potential down the line for people to, and it's not even necessarily about, and let me clarify, it's not even necessarily about the creators of our creators, it's about down the line, right? It's about, where does this go next? Do we stop paying voice actors altogether? Do we stop having let's be very clear that, and this is what frustrates me, let's be very clear that all of the NPCs in that game are so clearly voice acted, and so clearly AI voices. That's what I meant to say there. Sorry, that the dialogue is incredibly like it's painful. Not that that's what the game's about. It's not. The game is about going out and finding people in the world and then having these great interactions with people. That is what the game is. So that's why I don't have any issue with people saying this game is good, because it is good. But what does that mean for down the line? And that's my frustration. And that's my worry. So I'm not saying don't play Arc Raiders. I'm not saying you're a bad person if you're playing Arc Raiders, because I am still playing it. Would I have bought it if I'd known about the AI thing? I don't know. Maybe not. Probably not. But I have to say what I have to say, just to know that I've said about it, to know that I've discussed about it, to know that I've given my opinions, and know that I've been completely honest about how I ended up having the game, considering I talk about AI and disliking the use of AI in gaming quite frequently. And when I say AI in gaming, I don't mean, the typical uses of AI from past, like the behavioral stuff for NPCs and stuff like that, in terms of like how they attack I think there's loads of really cool things there, like in other games. But I think the when it starts bordering into away from the mechanical side into the creative side, into the art, into the voice acting, etc., it frustrates me. I'll say it for you: stealing jobs from VA, shame. Same for any art that I've been known to use it in the past. I've learned, and some may offer forgiveness. No one's perfect, right? I think I've probably used AI before, because some of YouTube's features probably are AI. Or let's be honest, everyone Google, as soon as you Google search now, you've essentially used AI, because Google does an AI overview every time you use Google. But there's certain things we can't help, and there's certain things we're going to fall for, and there's certain things we're going to miss. And that's fine. That's okay. That's understandable. That's life. But if you can help it, and you care about it, and you want to do something about it, that's what I'm getting across here. If you've heard about Arc Raiders and you were thinking about getting it, and you're against AI, don't do it. Essentially, is my answer. And it sounds very hypocritical, because I have the game. I have already kind of have benefited in a way. But if I was to go back and have that option weighed up in front of me, I don't think I'd buy the game. And that's completely honest. I haven't bought anything in the game. I haven't paid any money into the game since buying it. And I've continued playing it, shaking my head, kidding. Well, if you've already bought it, you've already paid the money. The money's already in it, At that point, there's not much else I can do. But yeah, so that's that one. What was next on our list? We're going to move away from the heavier topics, and we're going to, well, actually, this is another heavy topic. Another sad, potentially. Well, one's sad, one's probably a little bit of a relief for me. So on the same day, Marvel's 1943 Rise of Hydra, its tagline, I forget. But anyway, the Captain America and Black Panther game, and Call of Duty, not Call of Duty, GTA 5, no, not 5, 6. I'm really good at this, guys. GTA 6 were delayed. We haven't got a new date for 1943 at the moment, but GTA is looking at next year, sometime in November or something, I think. It's quite a distance back, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. Anyway, what does that mean? Well, 1943, I'm a little bit concerned about, because that game I'm really excited for. It sounds like a really interesting concept. It takes place in a different time period for Marvel. It brings a different Black Panther to the fore, and it gives us an earlier Captain America to really get into our teeth into and learn how he views things jurisdiction-wise and kind of during the war. Like, that's going to be fun. So I'm really excited to play that game. I need to know a release date for that. I need to know that it's safe. I want to see it. I want to see that game come out. And then GTA 6 wise, am I bothered? I think sort of what you're saying in chat, Tater. Like, do I want to play it when it comes out? Yeah, probably. I might have a go of it because I've never really meshed with a GTA game fully, and I think I do want to try again and kind of see if I can get that vibe that everyone else gets. Hopefully, maybe one day. But I'm kind of glad it's pushed back because it means I haven't got another big game coming out on the list to think about. So it's a win-lose scenario for me personally. Now, we're going to move back over to here because I want to show you guys Steam Machine. All those people trying to find parental leave now with babies on the way. Yeah. I saw things about that saying like, oh, when you've planned your wife's pregnancy to happen right at the time, so you have 2 weeks of paternity leave. Okay, we're going to watch this quick. We're not going to listen to the
Hey everyone.
Hello everyone. We're not going to listen to the volume on this. But I just want to show you guys because I'm really excited about this actually. The Steam Machine. It's essentially a console, but like a computer.
A PC.
Oh, there we go. It's basically a console and a PC. And I'm just going to play it for a little bit here whilst I talk about it. I'm actually really interested in this because, as you guys know, I've been having a few graphics card issues. And whilst I could change the graphics card, I think having I'm trying to solve 2 issues at once here. I've been having some graphics card issues because my encoder's been overloading. When's the price due to release? I actually don't know what the price is yet, Jabber, to be honest. But what I'm interested in with this is it's going to allow me to do what I do with my PS5 currently, which is have almost another PC. Oh, it's gone. It's gone. We can go further back and look at it again. Okay, it's going to come up in a minute here. But we can play my game and we can stream without the stress. And I'm kind of thinking that might be interesting to me. And I think I might do it. I don't know. It's something I'm still thinking about, but I love the look of it. It's giving me like new age GameCube, and I kind of love that. And I really want to see what it's going to be like. I'm going to wait for the reviews probably, and then do it maybe. So that's something that you might look forward to in the future. Me telling you about the Steam Machine. So keep an eye out for that. I'm not going to go on much longer with that. And then we've got, what have we got next on the list? We've got Guild Wars Reforged, which we're going to be playing very soon because that comes out next week. I wonder what the OS will be like. I think it's meant to be Steam, but then you can put Windows on it. I think, from what I gathered, Jaybird. Anyway, Guild Wars Reforged. So I'm going to put the volume on for this one, actually. The specs are out, yeah. I'm not 100%. Guys, so I'm really excited about this. I'm going to just turn that back a little second there. To there. There we go. So, Guild Wars. Guild Wars was my first foray into online gaming. Like, proper online gaming. I didn't realize it at the time. I remember my mind being blown. What is a War of the Guilds? So, Guild Wars is based on the idea that the base game, you have the kingdom of Ascalon be destroyed by the Char, essentially, and you're dealing with the repercussions of that. And it's interesting. Oh look, best viewers. There's always one, isn't there? For that. It's going to delete him out of existence. Bye. But anyway, this is a game that I've played a lot of Guild Wars 2, and I played a little bit of Guild Wars 1, but I remember it very fondly because it was a game that I got into when I was a kid. I didn't know what I was doing, but now that it's getting a reforged version, and which is essentially upscale graphics and condensed into one package, I'm really excited to give it a go. So that's coming out this week coming. I'm really excited. You guys will be seeing some of that from me probably on the night of its release, if not the day after. Do any of us know what we are doing as kids? Probably not. But anyway, I really enjoyed it. I'm really excited to go back. I really want to play it out with you guys. I played a little bit of what's already there a few days ago just to kind of remember it, and it was exactly as I remembered it. So I'm really excited about this. This is like something I didn't even expect was coming. This released just out of the blue. How long ago did it release out of the blue? 12 days ago. We just found out about this. It was out of the blue. It's just bam. It was there. It existed. So that's that's really interesting, really exciting, and that's going to be coming up on the channel, as well as Cosmic Invasion. Tater and I are going to be playing that. The game is releasing tomorrow, but we're going to be playing it later in the week. So keep an eye out for Marvel Cosmic Invasion as well. Oh, Reforged is not what you think. I disagree. I disagree. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it is. Maybe it isn't. Who knows? Then we want to look at Pokopia quick. So this is the new Pokemon game that's coming. That's like Animal Crossing. And they showed us a lot of gameplay. I tried to get into my old Guild Wars account. It isn't working. Big sads. That is big sads, Ridrix. At least this new one's going to be a small fee for the full package. But essentially, you start as a Ditto. Oh, this is just a 2-minute trailer. Let's watch it. I didn't realize it was so short. That's fine. It's a fine length for a trailer. I thought it was much longer. Wait, is this the right one? No, this is the wrong one. That was from 2 months ago. I want to look at the one from 2 weeks ago. This one. I'm paying $25 for a 20-year-old game. It's fair. This is 4 minutes long, but we're still going to look at it. So there's our Ditto become human. And there's our professor for this one, Professor Tangrowth.
Create habitats and meet Pokémon. Creating habitats will attract Pokémon.
I can't tell you how excited I am about this, by the way.
Personalities will appear in the diverse habitats you create. Learn moves from Pokémon. Your new Pokémon friends may teach you their signature moves. Use the moves you learn to refresh the land. Clear paths. Till fields. Grow vegetables. And more. Expanding the places you can visit and what you can achieve. For example, you can transform into
I love this part especially.
While Ditto might not start out as the best swimmer, this transformation makes traveling to distant islands a breeze. By transforming into Dragonite, you can reach far-off places in no time. Craft fun things. You can craft at a workbench using the materials you've collected. From furniture and toys to streetlights and roads, you can use the items you craft to build a beautiful town or make Pokémon more comfortable as you transform your space into a vibrant place to live. Grant Pokémon's requests. Pokémon can have unique requests for you. You may also find Pokémon who need your help stuck in harsh, desolate areas. And you'll need to work together with other Pokémon to complete particularly important requests. Work together with Pokémon. Your Pokémon friends will help you rebuild your world. They can light campfires, water plants, help crops grow.
I just think this looks neat, if I'm being completely honest. It's like such a cool idea to kind of take something that's relatively simple concept and add it to the Pokemon franchise, but in a way that like refreshes kind of the idea of Pokemon.
Ways to play. You can capture your memories and add them to your album. Then change up your look. And don't forget to decorate your room. With multiplayer, up to 4 friends can join in the fun.
How exciting.
Game Share is also supported, so you can share the game with someone who doesn't own it and play together on Nintendo Switch or Nintendo Switch 2 systems. Whether solo or with friends, you're free to do whatever you want, from granting Pokémon requests to building the town of your dreams. Set out on an adventure to create a flourishing world where Pokémon live in peace and comfort.
And also the new types of Pokemon there, which is pretty cool.
Pokemon Pokopia.
Yeah, I'm really excited about this. That's March, so that'll be one to keep on the list. Actually, let me just note that down quick because I need to put that in my because we have a channel in the Discord now, which is for this exact thing, upcoming games. So let's put that on the list. March 5th, 2026. March 5th. Pokopia. Cool. That's on the list now. Yeah, so that's I'm really excited about that, and that's coming soon. Sorry, Ridrix, I saw that you messaged something there, but we were in the middle of watching that there. 25 is more than the quarter of what I live off for a week. No, that's totally fair, Ridrix. I totally understand that. You know, it's understandable if you don't want to rebuy a game. It's totally fine. Where were we? We were looking at what we're looking at. I've lost myself. There we go. So the next one is Horizon Steel Frontiers. So this is a new Horizon game that's coming, which is interesting because it's not releasing on PS5. Oh, Kobe looks dope. It does. Horizon Steel Frontiers. So this is Monster Hunter Worlds, essentially. Well, Monster Hunter for Horizon players, which actually I'm sort of interested in. I'm not going to lie. I was saying to someone that whilst I've always wanted to play Monster Hunter World, I feel like I've never been able to get into the franchise because I've been too far, like, sort of behind or not had the people to play with, etc. But Horizon, I know the franchise. So I feel like this might be different for me and might get me into that genre through the Horizon lens first, and maybe then I can hop back over the fence and try Monster Hunter again. So let's have a look at this because I've not actually watched this yet. I looked at sort of clips and then didn't touch it again. So not another one. I think this looks really cool, if I'm being completely honest. It just looks stylistically very fun and different play styles to what Aloy was doing in the other games. New weapons start look. I just hope it doesn't go the same way Dauntless and Wild Hearts went. And what would that be, Ridrix? Sorry, I have not played much of those. I remember playing a little bit of Dauntless, but not those. Down the way of the Dodo or dead. Okay. Horizon, I think, might do a little bit better just because it's got a franchise behind it. Reminds me of Night Rain. It does have a similar feel to like a game like that. A little bit. Hello, chat. Hi, Finn. Yeah, I'm interested in this. I've got to be honest. What have I missed? Just us talking about games. Oh, can you even take on the... Oh, can you take on the... No, okay. Right, cool. You still can't travel around in cool ways, though. That is pretty cool. The mobility looks really good in this game. Oh. This is my first time watching all this as well, so I'm reacting with you guys on this one. Apex Fireclaw. Oh, it's like stun actions there? It's kind of cool. The vulnerable thing is quite cool as well. Keep seeing that flash up. get to like create your own character for this then? Or is it like a... Obviously they clearly probably haven't said yet. But anyway, I'm excited about that. That looks really cool. That will be on the list eventually, one day. And it's obviously from NCSoft as well. So no wonder it feels that kind of way. No wonder it feels sort of in the same vein as a Souls game, even though it's not a Souls game. Right, anything else? Have you seen the new minigames in Kiwami 3? No, I shan't be looking at that on this. That is it, actually. That is it for this episode of... what's it called? What's the show called? Peralta's Played. Peralta's Played. Yeah, we're done. We're done. That's it. That's the episode. I hope you guys have enjoyed. It's a little bit of a short one because I haven't done as much this week, if I'm being completely honest. But I'm this month, should I say? But we'll be back soon for more. December might be better. It depends on what we do in that last week. I probably will be around a lot. I know maybe not a lot of other people will be, but I will probably be around quite a lot over Christmas period. So I'll probably be doing a lot of games, smashing through some. Until then, thank you for watching as always. Thank you guys for hanging out. Those watching live, stick with us. We're going to finish that Pokemon game I said about earlier. Legends ZA, you will go down. And those watching on YouTube, this is the end of the video. But if you want to watch Pokemon Legends ZA, keep an eye out for that video too. Bye, guys.